I'm back again, ladies and gentlemen, and in today's video we'll be attempting to grow this 30 USD account to over 200 USD with VIX 50 and VIX 10 index. So stick to the end to learn how to grow your own account as well. Okay, so before we get going, I will have to first move on to the history and then show you guys the 30 USD that was deposited. Now let's go over to our chart, and at the charts I'm not going to start higher up on the time frame. I'm going to start on the daily chart. Now on the daily chart, price broke structure below that low. Now right there you can see price was sort of grabbing liquidity, like we can see the market structure it created, and then if we stretch out our rectangle we can see that it's reacting right at the daily order block, a bullish daily order block, and after price raided the low or broke structure below that low, it's been reacting off of that daily order block. Now if we zoom in onto the daily order block, we can see there's a 4-hour order block, and if we stretch out that 4-hour order block, price respected it nicely. It was a clean respect right there, and price has been reacting off of the 4-hour order block or the daily order block, whichever one you want to use. Now within the consolidation or within the reaction, price broke structure there inside the range and then gave us a stop hunt. Now after it gave us a stop hunt, price reacted nicely, neatly off of the 4-hour order block within that bullish daily order block, and then it broke structure and then gave us our first sign that price wants to reverse by giving us the change of character. Now after a change of character or the first signal that price wants to reverse, of course we would want to buy there, but yeah, this is a long time before our move. So price here, it respected the breaker block, and then after it respected the breaker block, it went up to break structure above that high, and then it had a sudden move down where it grabbed liquidity or did a stop hunt below that low, and then it respected the 4-hour order block. So what I've been simply doing is just showing you guys how price went up to where we're currently at. Yeah, it broke structure right there, and now I want to show you guys, yeah, it's been shooting up, and but I expect it to shoot down, and I want you guys to listen closely. Now on the daily chart, price respected, it did not cleanly respect the daily order block. It's been, you know, just stalling there because you can see it went up above that high and then it sort of rejected off of it. So there is a wipe. It basically did a wipe or a liquidity grab, whatever you want to say, and then it respected the daily order block right above that high. So while it wiped, there is a daily order block right there, and if we zoom on to that bearish daily order block, there is a 4-hour order block right above there. So as you can see right there, let me zoom in, there is that 4-hour order block. Price is aligning nicely to where it reacted or where it's reacting off of. So this gave me a pretty valid reason as to why I should sell. Now on the 1 hour, price broke structure, like this is before it wiped on the higher time frame, so it broke structure again. Now this is our last BOS we have before it wiped or it did a liquidity grab above that high, and yeah, you can debate whether that's a wipe or not. And after it gave us a wipe, we can see inside there, is it a change of character? Yeah, it gave us a change of character, and then it respected the 1 hour order block. Could have been a neat sell right there. Now after price respected the 1 hour order block, it dropped down. Now we have to look at that low. So as soon as it broke structure below the low right there, it's now currently reversing back into the range. Now we want to sell in that range, and how exactly or why should we sell within that range? Let me tell you why. Now if you see, like you can nicely see that price, like it raided that high. Let me just mark it out right there. That's a raid right there. So price just raided that high, and above that high, of course, it's within the range. You can see there's a 30-minute order block. Now that 30-minute order block, price has to respect it and then drop downwards, and we're going to be selling because of that. So we have to look deeper, but let me first should I say zoom out first? So yeah, you kind of get the idea why I'm selling right now. But let me zoom out first and then show you guys the 4-hour order block that's in plain sight right there. Price is respecting the 4-hour order block right there. Now from the 4-hour, I'm going to straight jump into the 5-minute where I'll show you why we're going to be selling right where we're at right now. And price gave us a stop hunt before it hit the body of the 4-hour order block, and then it's currently respecting the 5-minute order block. So we have to sell there. I just suddenly saw the move and then I got to recording. So yeah, after I've analyzed right now, we don't waste any time. There's no other time for us to enter. I don't think it will return back up, so I just entered, I think, about 5 positions. Nowadays VIX 50 is quite strong, so yeah, I think I placed about 4 lot size, and yeah, we have to see what happens afterwards. Okay, so afterwards, I think this is obvious. It dropped nicely, like you can literally see. Price did not even retrace back up. Literally right after we sold, it just kept on plummeting down, and right about now we're in some good amount of profit. From 30 USD we're in 90 USD profit, and yeah, this time I decided, yeah, we had reached 100 USD balance, so yeah, I decided to close at 120 USD, and yeah, we have to move on to our next setup, which is on VIX 10 index. Okay, VIX 10 index. Now we're picking up right where we left it from the 90 USD we made. We are at 120 USD balance, but I think this is after some time, few minutes. I just wanted to show you guys that immediately after we exited VIX 50 index, it retraced back up. So it was a nice, perfect exit. Now on to VIX 10 index. We start this one off on a high time frame, the highest one we could go, which is on the monthly time frame. And on the monthly, price broke structure below the low, and then it rebalanced. It perfectly rebalanced that imbalance. So that fair value gap was rebalanced, and you can see it reacted off of it, and it was attached to the monthly bullish order block. I mean, like, yeah, it was around that same level where it rebalanced. So it shot up, and yeah, you can get it, you can see it. It hit the equilibrium after it shot up, and of course it has to drop down and then continue moving upwards. That's what I'm analyzing on the big time frame. Right now we're currently on a monthly order block, a bullish one, so we might buy it, but I'll show you deeply when we get to analyze on the smaller time frame. So on the daily, when it was breaking off of the monthly bullish order block, it gave us a stop hunt, and then it broke structure right above that high. Now after it broke structure, you can see it's internally right now, and it's reacting off of the daily order block, so it has to sort of continue moving up, and it did exactly that. It went up to break structure above that high. Now that high, it then went, and that's when it hit our equilibrium. Now I think I analyzed this back then, that equilibrium is in line with the rejection block, but yeah, that's I'm gonna skip that. Right now it's reacting off of the rejection block on the daily, and you can see it's a clean one, but you do not expect it to shoot up right now, so I still expect it to drop down, and then we'll buy later on. So on the 30 minutes, price gave us a liquidity grab while it hit the rejection block, and of course it's shooting up. We can see price gaining some momentum. It's breaking structure above that high, it's returning back into the range, and it's continuing to shoot up, but I wasn't convinced that it will continue shooting up. So of course it gave us a raid into the 1 hour bullish order block, and then within that 1 hour bullish order block, it gave us a wipe, and then after the wipe, it reacted off of the 1 hour rejection block. So it then shot up, and it could not break, like it didn't have a strong B or S above that high, so it gave us a stop hunt, sort of like to grab liquidity above that high, and then now it wants to head down. And I was convinced, and the reason why I was convinced it has to sell is because right there's a sell side liquidity where it's raiding currently right now, and there's an imbalance right below that low. And yeah, it's going to have to react off of the 30-minute order block, or is it a mitigation block right there? Yeah, you can nicely see there's a 30-minute order block, so maybe it might shoot up after, but I wanted price to completely feel the imbalance right there. That's why I decided to take the initiative to sell. And of course, price gave us a stop and right above that high, then break of structure within the range, and now I expect it to return back up, and then I'll sell into the imbalance. So this is small chance where I can just sell and then I'll exit quickly. Now that was my plan all along, and you can see right there price gave us a stop hunt within the range, and then it hit the 5-minute order block, and after it hit the 5-minute order block, it reacted nicely. You can see how it was dropping down beautifully. It was giving us sort of a nice market structure where it respected the 5-minute order block, I'm saying 4 hour, and then it broke structure right below the low. So of course I expected price to return back up and then respect the 5-minute order block or the mitigation block and then drop down. So yeah, I wanted to sell at the 5-minute order block, or if it had if there was too much sell pressure, I would have sold right at the 5-minute mitigation block, but we'll see where I ended up selling. So my plan all along was to just sell into the imbalance right there. That was my main plan, and of course I started placing my sell orders at the 5-minute order block. So remember, we're at 120 USD balance, and we're nicely caught or seen a nice setup. So yeah, I placed, I think, about 10 one lot size, and I was satisfied with the entry. So we'll see what happens afterwards. Okay, so this is when we got activated into the market. Now yeah, I think a few minutes after it activated, or it had hit our sell positions or sell limits, and after a little bit afterwards we were in some nice profits, and you can clearly see I still expected it to drop down here. And this is the final video. I think I managed to get it while it was in profit. Yes, I think you guys can now get the idea why I'm saying that, because right now we're about 50 USD, and then later on it dropped down to like 250 USD before it reversed on us. So you can see it had a nice drop down. I don't know why I didn't record, and then now all of a sudden when I checked my phone, we're in huge amount of loss, 90 something USD, and you can see right now we're getting margin called. So right about now it was looking bad. We were bleeding indeed, and I was uncomfortable. I didn't know whether to close, because most of the times I trust my moves, but then I ended up deciding to just close with the little I had left. So 53, I think we had like 10 USD left in the account, and that's when I decided to just close and put my hands in the air. We had lost all the profit we had gained. So I think it reversed from like 250 something USD profits, and then to like 10 USD, which is bad. We took a hit, guys. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you guys in the next video.